Welcome back to Bike Culture Hub. The 2025 Honda CB400 returns to the stage with a quiet confidence, a machine that doesn't scream for attention but earns it with refined engineering, timeless design, and a riding experience that resonates with both newcomers and seasoned riders. On the surface, it might seem like just another middleweight naked bike, but spend even a few minutes with it either riding or simply admiring its details, and it becomes clear why the CB400 has earned cult status in markets where it's sold. With the 2025 update, Honda preserves that storied legacy while subtly refining every corner of the package. The first thing that strikes you is how Honda balances retro design cues with modern-day aggression. The CB400 doesn't look like a retro revival trying to imitate the past. Instead, it draws its DNA from the golden age of Honda UJM's Universal Japanese motorcycles while evolving it for today's expectations. The tank is sculpted with clean, flowing lines that complement the compact proportions. It features a modern LED lighting system, headlight, taillight, and indicators, all housed in classically inspired shapes. There's a chrome bezel around the headlamp, subtly nodding to its heritage, and the dual-tone paintwork on offer ranging from candy red and deep blue to pearl white and black adds to the old-school charm without appearing dated. But looks aside, the CB400 is meant to be ridden, and Honda ensures it lives up to that promise. At the heart of the 2025 CB400 is a liquid-cooled, 399 cubic centimeters inline-four engine, yes, a real inline-four in a world that's rapidly moving toward parallel twins. That in itself is a rarity and a major selling point. It's this engine that gives the CB400 its cult following. With a redline just above 13,000 RPM and a beautifully linear power delivery, it begs to be revved. Peak power sits at around 56 horsepower, arriving just past the 10,000 RPM mark, and while that might not sound earth-shattering on paper, the way this bike delivers it is pure Honda magic. It's smooth, predictable, and packs enough top-end excitement to keep even the most jaded sport bike rider grinning. Throttle response is crisp, thanks in part to Honda's fine-tuned PGMFI fuel injection system. It's not overly sensitive, which makes it approachable for newer riders, but it's far from dull. Paired with a 6-speed gearbox that's slick and precise, typical Honda, the CB400 ensures gear changes are not just functional, but satisfying. A slipper clutch is now standard on the 2025 model, helping to smooth out aggressive downshifts, which is especially helpful when you're pushing it hard through twisty roads or taking it to the track for some spirited laps. The chassis setup complements the engine beautifully. Honda has stuck with a tried-and-tested steel double cradle frame, keeping the bike accessible in terms of cost and comfort while still delivering excellent rigidity. It's not overly stiff or race-tuned, rather, it strikes a fine balance that feels stable and communicative. Up front, you get 41mm Showa SFFBP, separate function fork, big piston, forks, fully adjustable, which soak up bumps with poise and offer feedback through the bars that builds confidence, especially for those still developing their skills. At the rear, dual shocks handle suspension duties, also adjustable for preload, and tuned to deliver a composed, almost plush ride on most surfaces without compromising control. Braking performance is another strong suit. Dual 296mm front discs paired with Nissan 4-piston calipers provide powerful, progressive stopping force. At the rear, a single 240mm disc keeps things balanced. ABS is standard, of course, but Honda's tuning makes it relatively non-intrusive, stepping in only when it really needs to. The CB400 is not designed to be a razor-edged sport bike, but it can definitely hold its own in aggressive riding scenarios. One of the biggest achievements of the CB400 is its accessibility. The seat height comes in at a manageable 785mm, making it suitable for a wide range of riders, and the overall ergonomics hit that sweet spot between upright comfort and a slightly forward lean for better control. The handlebars are wide enough to provide good leverage without compromising city maneuverability. Speaking of which, this is a bike that shines in urban environments. Weighing just around 195 kilograms wet, the CB400 is nimble enough for tight traffic while offering the stability needed for highway runs. It's an ideal daily commuter that doubles as a weekend canyon carver. Fuel economy is another box that the CB400 ticks with ease. Honda has managed to fine-tune the engine and gearing to return an impressive average of 25 to 28 kilometers per liter under mixed riding conditions. Combined with a 17-liter fuel tank, the CB400 offers solid range, letting you ride longer between fill-ups. Something that's genuinely practical whether you're tackling long-distance rides or just avoiding frequent gas station stops in the city. The digital analog instrument cluster strikes a nice balance between nostalgia and functionality. You get a classic round tachometer with a digital speedometer nested in a clean, compact unit. There's also a gear position indicator, fuel gauge, trip meters, and real-time fuel consumption readout, all displayed with crisp backlighting that remains legible under various lighting conditions. Another understated but crucial advantage of the CB400 is its reliability. Honda's track record for bulletproof engineering is well represented here. Owners often go tens of thousands of kilometers with minimal issues, and regular maintenance is straightforward thanks to Honda's vast service network and user-friendly design. Whether you're a new rider looking for a hassle-free introduction to motorcycling or a veteran who wants a low-maintenance, high-enjoyment machine, the CB400 makes a compelling case. Now let's talk price. In 2025, the Honda CB400 comes in at approximately 850,000 yen in Japan, which roughly translates to about $5,800. Of course, final pricing varies depending on regional taxes and whether it's brought into your country via gray market imports or officially offered by Honda. While that price places it in the premium end of the entry-level market, it's a tremendous value when you consider what you're getting: an inline-four engine, high-quality suspension and brakes, legendary Honda build quality, and an overall package that can serve you for years, if not decades. And perhaps that's the CB400's greatest strength: it's not trying to be the loudest, fastest, or most technologically advanced motorcycle on the road. Instead, it's built to be the motorcycle that stays with you. The kind you buy when you're new to riding and keep even after owning bigger, faster machines. The kind that becomes a part of your life, not just a tool for transportation or a weekend thrill. Its charm lies in its mechanical purity, in the way it rewards skill progression and confidence, and in the rare satisfaction that comes from owning something well thought out and well made. For those who love to customize, the CB400 offers a solid platform. Its simple, uncluttered design and accessible frame make it ideal for modifications. Whether you're going for a cafe racer aesthetic, a neo-retro scrambler, or just some mild cosmetic upgrades, this bike adapts beautifully. Aftermarket support is strong in Asia and growing in global markets as well, fueled by the cult following that this machine has built over the years. In a world increasingly dominated by electronics-laden machines and high-strung performance bikes, the 2025 Honda CB400 stands as a deliberate counterpoint. It's a machine for those who appreciate the mechanical soul of motorcycling, a reminder that the joy of riding doesn't always need to be tethered to lap times, TFT screens, or riding modes. It's for the purists, the commuters, the learners, and the dreamers. It's a bike that lets the road do the talking, that urges you to twist the throttle a little more, not to go faster necessarily, but to feel more. Ultimately, the CB400 is more than the sum of its parts. It's an experience, a gateway into what motorcycling used to be and still can be when done right. For the team at Bike Culture Hub, this bike isn't just another middleweight contender, it's a modern classic that earns its place not with flash, but with feel. It doesn't just transport you from point A to B. It connects you to the road, to the engine beneath you, and to a community of riders who value riding for riding's sake. And that, in today's fast-moving world of trends and tech, might just be its most important feature of all.